Yeah, so basically what we do over here, we got some summer homes in this big complex. Basically, some of the smart people, what they do is, there's electric heat down there. It's very expensive to run up here in the north. So if they're not going to be there all winter, what they do is we shut the water off. Have the water department come shut the water off in the street, pull the water meter out, and I blow all the water lines and water tank and everything out with compressed air. Then I'll winterize all the traps with antifreeze. And then they don't have to run the heat all winter, and there ain't no way nothing's going to freeze. I blow everything out, like, you know, the dishwasher and the wash machine. I run it through a cycle and blow all that stuff out with compressed air, get all the water out of the lines and the solenoid valves. And winterize all the traps. Got special antifreeze. It's basically RV antifreeze. Minus 50 degrees antifreeze. It comes in a 1 gallon can. We just dump it right in there and nothing can freeze. I usually have pretty good luck. I never really have any problems. I'm going back there today to turn this house back on that I had winterized last year. A lot of these people are doctors and lawyers, and they got two houses, you know. They got a house up there in the city where they practice law, and they got this for the weekends type of thing. So. Yeah, now you guys know why I need this shade. See the sun coming in? This little shade protects my eyes. I wish I would have got one that was a little bit better, a little thicker, but it cuts the glare, it works. Hey, look at my miles went up. 10.8 average, almost 11. 10.8, almost 11 miles per gallon average. Depends how I drive. If I go easy, you know, I can, you know, roughly about 11 miles to the gallon with this truck. It's a big truck. A lot of weight in carrying this thing. I got myself some fuel today, getting low. It's a quarter of a tank. Trusty little GPS over here. I'll just punch in the address wherever I'm going. Makes life a lot easier for me. My little switch here for the AC. I want to turn it on. I had to put this little guide here because what happened is whenever I put my briefcase, I bring this briefcase in and out every day. I was turning it on somehow. When I slid the briefcase in, it would turn it on. So I put in that little guard there. Because this shelf comes right out. This shelf comes right out to work on a motor, because the motor's down in the dog box down there. This thing slide right out. And they basically put this in there for tools and whatnot. And I try to utilize every square inch of this truck that I can. And my trash barrel over there. That thing fills up fast. In-tree operation. Nothing like it. Alright, I gotta put the meter in. You can see the shutoff's leaking by a little bit. Well, we had it shut off in the street.
Hey Steve.
Yeah.
I got a copy of this. Where do you want me to leave it? In the kitchen? Anyway.
Yeah, just leave it right there by the front door. I'll grab it.
All right.
Thanks. Next time I come, next year to winterize this, I'll bring a new valve. It's 1 inch. There's the water meter. You see the arrow. It's got to go this way. We'll put that in there. I got some new gaskets. I got a ball valve here to shut the main off. Yeah, that main valve shouldn't be leaking like that. It's not good. We'll get him a new valve. It's not really that big of a deal because we shut this house off every winter, winterize it. So. Gaskets in there. I take this water meter out and I tip it upside down, shake all the water out of it. Alright, so I got it off here. I can turn it on here. We got water on to this valve. I have to go upstairs and make sure everything's off. Then I could turn the water on and bleed all the air out. My truck. Here, look straight over there. See that little blue flag? That's where the shut off is. It's the water department right there leaving. Let me shut everything off. Toilets. Well, I'll go back and open everything up, bleed everything out. Winterize the traps, put antifreeze, suck all the water out with a pump. Then should be fine. I'll leave that open. Don't worry about that right now. This is more of a test video to see how this thing works, how long it'll run. Basically a test video for me. That's what it amounts to. Make sure this is off too. Some of these houses have outside showers. Yeah, this one has one. Check. Make sure it's all off. Here, so basically what I do is I usually hook like a compressor, take the toilet supply off, and I'll hook a air compressor to that, run about 60 pounds. and blow everything out. First thing I blow out is the hot water tank. Hook a hose to the bottom, open it up, shut the electric off first. To the electric water heater always. Blow the water heater out. Get all the water out of that, and then I'll shut the valve off. And then I can pressurize that with air and blow the rest of the lines out. Water up here. Right now it's filling in this tank, so while that's filling, I'll go upstairs and make sure that there's no, can't hear any air anywhere. Alright, forgot to shut these off, but it's okay. It's fine. No leaks. Listening for leaks. If there was something leaking, you'd hear it hissing. Everything seems good here. I always bleed through a tub first, so if there's any sediment in the pipe, it'll bleed out. Open it on hot, let it go. And get rid of all the air. That will get rid of all the air from the tank. Alright, this one looks good. Electric heat. Electric heat. Sometimes the aerators will get blocked with stuff. Just unscrew that with pliers. Clean it out. You run it through the tub, hot and cold first. You flush it all out good. That's the best way. I always run it through the tub. That's what I always do. Always run through the tub. The mold. Alright, looks good. Well, it looks like I left that outside faucet on. I'll go shut that off. Use up all their water. That'd be a bitch. That wouldn't be too good, would it? Nope. Not good at all. I wouldn't be too happy about that. Or at least I give it a good flush. Grab my light and I'm done. Make sure I got no leaks here. Make sure I got no leaks. You can see if this little thing right here, this little black thing right here, if you got a small leak, that thing will spin slowly. The water meter. So obviously, nothing, that little triangle thing's not spinning there. So we got no leaks. As soon as it calls for water, definitely be spinning. So good little tip. What the deal is with this thing, but it's not running right for some reason. Got water on here. Should be fine. I got hot water. Hot water. You can see over here all the antifreeze inside the line. That's that RV antifreeze. If you don't put it in there, shit will freeze up. Must have a bad solenoid on this thing. I shouldn't have to call an appliance guy for that. Not too worried about it. Oh, that's it. I'm good. No leaks. No leaks. We always look up at the ceiling on the first floor, make sure that none of the pipes are dripping in the ceiling. They lost power here down at this area for like 3 days this winter. We had that big storm that come through. A lot of these houses froze up. Look at the ceilings. Make sure that there's no leaks from the piping upstairs. That was a good practice. You don't want to leave a house and they're not here, and they don't come here for 2-3 weeks, and they call you and they got a swimming pool when they get here. That wouldn't be a good idea. Okay, that's it. Call that good. Just run through its cycle. We're good. Good to go. No leaks. Cool beans. Lock this baby up. All my tools. My baby. A couple of drop lights. I got a 50-footer and a 25-footer. Sometimes the 25 is a little short. I like to have the 50. Picked up some of these totes. I think I got like 3 or 4 of them. Little magnetic. Great for screws. done, I always put my time down when I headed to the job and when I'm done. So it's basically 9 o'clock. Then I'll put Bill on a biller.